Hi Kinders, we're back for another night of bedtime stories. I have Mr. Bubbles, and tonight we're going to start with Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. And this book is by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault. It's illustrated by Lois Ehlert. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. A told B, and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. Wee, said D to E, F, G, I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom, will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. And I, and J, and tag along K, all on their way up the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom, will there be enough room? Look who's coming, L, M, N, O, P. And Q, R, S, and T, U, V. Still more, W and X, Y, Z. The whole alphabet up the, oh no. Chicka chicka boom boom. Skit scat scoodle doot. Flip flop flee. Everybody's running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears, then dust off their pants. Help us up, cried A, B, C. Next from the pile up, skinned knee D, and stubbed toe E, and patched up F. Then comes G, all out of breath. H is tangled up with I, J and K are about to cry, L is knotted like a tie. M is looped, N is stooped, O is twisted, alley-ooped. Skit, scat, scoodle, doot, flip, flop, flee. Look who's coming, it's Black-Eyed Pea. Q, R, S, and Loose Tooth T. Then U, V, W, wiggle, jiggle, free. Last to come, X, Y, Z, and the sun goes down on the coconut tree. But, chicka chicka boom boom, look, there's a full moon. A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, double dare, you can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom. I wonder what's gonna happen next. There's all of our letters, uppercase and lowercase. The next book tonight we have is The Three Little Pigs. There they are, The Three Little Pigs. This is a story that's retold by Kath Jewett and illustrated by May Masuko. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs who lived in a cozy cottage on the hill. They loved to eat all the delicious food their mother made them every day. They ate so much that it wasn't long before the 3 little pigs had grown so big that there was no room for them in the cozy cottage anymore. "I'm sorry," said their mother one morning, "but it's time you made your own way in the world." So the very next day, the three little pigs left home. "Don't forget to watch out for the big bad wolf," cried their mother as she waved goodbye. "He'll eat you for supper, and you'll need to build a big, fine, strong house as quickly as you can to keep him away." "Don't worry, Ma," they oinked. "We can look after ourselves." And the three little pigs trotted off down the hill, each taking a different path. It wasn't long before the first little pig met a farmer pulling a cart filled with straw. "Please, may I buy some straw to build a house?" asked the little pig. "Of course," replied the farmer, "but a straw house, it won't be very strong." But the little pig didn't listen. Soon he was busy stacking the bundles of straw for his new house. In no time at all, the house of straw was finished, and the little pig went inside for a nap. He had just shut his eyes when there was a knock on the door. It was the big bad wolf, and he was hungry. Little pig, let me come in," growled the wolf. "No," cried the little pig, "not by the hair on my chinny chin. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," laughed the wolf, and that was just what he did. Huff, puff, whoosh. Meanwhile, the second little pig was walking along the road when he saw a woodcutter piling up sticks. "May I buy some sticks?" he asked politely. "I want to build a house." "Of course," answered the woodcutter, "but a house made of sticks will soon fall down." But the second little pig wasn't listening. He was much too busy planning his new stick house. Soon the house was finished, and the little pig had just sat down to rest when there was a knock at the door. It was the big bad wolf. He was even hungrier now. Little pig, let me in," he growled. "No way, not by the hair on my chinny chin," cried the second little pig. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," cried the wolf, and that's exactly what he did. Huff, puff, whoosh. Uh-oh, the pig's going running. Meanwhile, the third little pig had met a builder. "Please, may I buy some of your bricks to build my house?" he asked. Of course, replied the builder. "A fine, strong house of bricks will last forever." The third little pig took the builder's advice. He would build the strongest house in the land. Finally, after a hard day's work, the house was finished. It had 4 strong walls of bricks, a tiled roof, a sturdy wooden door, and a large fireplace with a chimney. The third little pig had just put on a pot of turnips on the fire to boil when he saw his brothers running down the road, closely followed by the big bad wolf. "Quick!" cried the third little pig. "Hide in here!" The wolf, who was very hungry by now, banged on the sturdy front door. Little pigs, let me in," he growled, his tummy rumbling very loudly with hunger. "No way, not by the hairs on our chinny chins," cried the 3 little pigs. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," laughed the wolf. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed. But the brick house stood firm. The wolf was furious. He climbed up onto the roof and he shouted down the chimney, "If I can't blow your house down, I'll come down the chimney and gobble you all up." The big bad wolf jumped and landed with a huge splash into the pot of turnips boiling on the fire below. Yow! He leaped up with a scream and ran out of the house, never to be seen again. And the 3 little pigs lived happily ever after in the house made of bricks. The end. Ooh, that 3rd pig was pretty clever. He listened to the builder, didn't he? He took his advice. The first 2 pigs just wanted to build their house quickly, but that didn't work out very well for them, did it? All right, our last book tonight is called Little Blue Truck. And this story is by Alice Schertle and illustrated by Jill McElmurray. Horn went beep, engine purred, friendliest sounds you ever heard. There's the little blue truck. Little blue truck came down the road. Beep, said Blue to the big green toad. Toad said croak and winked an eye when little blue truck went rolling by. Sheep said baa, cow said moo, oink, said a piggy. Beep, said Blue. Cluck, said a chicken, and her chick said peep. Ma, said a goat. Blue said beep. Neigh, said a horse. Quack, said a duck. Beep, said the friendly little blue truck. Honk, yelled a dump truck. Coming through. I'm big. I've got big important things to do. I haven't got time to pass the day with every duck along the way. Room went the dump around a curve. He saw a puddle and he tried to swerve. Into the mud rolled the big fat truck, and his big important wheels got stuck. His heavy-duty dump truck tires were sunk down deep in muck and mire. Honk, cried the dump. And he sounded scared, but nobody heard and nobody cared. He wasn't very kind, was he? Then into the mud, bump, 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 came the little blue truck to help the dump. Little Blue pushed with all his might. How Blue, now Blue and the dump were both stuck tight. Help, 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 cried the little blue truck. Beep, 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 I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Everybody heard that beep, beep, beep. The cow came running with the pig and the sheep. Up at a gallop ran the big brown horse. Great goat jumped over the fence, of course. The hen came flapping with her chicks and the duck, and everyone pushed the little blue truck. Head to head and rump to rump, they all pushed Blue, who pushed the dump. They couldn't quite budge that heavy load. Then who hopped up but the big green toad? All together. 1, 2, 3. One last push and the trucks were free. Thanks, little brother, said the dump to Blue. You helped me, and they helped you. Now I see a lot depends on a helping hand from a few good friends. Beep, said Blue. Who wants a ride? Everybody scrambled to jump inside. Oink, quack, baa, moo, cluck, peep, neigh, croak, ma. Beep, beep, beep. That is the end of Little Blue Truck. He was being a good citizen, wasn't he? We've been talking about being good citizens. And that is a good citizen because he helped, didn't he? Good citizens help each other. All right. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you sleep well in your beds. And I will see you next time.